A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So here the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Minnesota's new coaching staff really leaned on Cousins for leadership and production, and the longtime vet was up to the pressure. 29 touchdowns, 4,500 yards, and a 13-win season, his best as a starter. Captain Kirk, he's quietly been one of the league's most productive passers the last few seasons.
First play and a first pass for Cousins. And he's got his man on the out route. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Now he can exhale. His season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To throw is Cousins. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Lavonte David making his presence felt in the backfield.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
The former #1 overall pick has had his ups and downs in recent seasons, but he finished strong last year and inherits a really good offense in Tampa that should set him up for success.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They go right back to White here on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Brate. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison. Down the sideline he goes, and all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year, and this is a great start. A big play here early in the ballgame.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Madison is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 63 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show that.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, here's Cousins.
This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. (7-7) our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Here's 3rd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job. And Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. On the left side, a catch by White. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and have separate the receiver from the ball.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their own 18. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins.
Over the middle, complete to Addison.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And there's a pretty play for Madison. It seems like a perfect fit for the Vikings. Obviously, Minnesota loves receivers who produce, and Addison, one of college's best and most productive receivers the last couple of seasons.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Cousins.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Let's just call it, as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of spacing.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. They'll set up to throw. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On third down, a run from White. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll run for it. This is White. And this time he is in. Rachaad White, as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, when not much time, we'll see how they play this. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Final play of the half, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some... Don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. On third down, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. White running to the left. And he can only make... Second and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. Here's Mayfield. This is White on the screen.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. First down, here's White. He stiff arms him, and he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. White. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return is Brandon Powell. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now 2nd and 3. Cousins now. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Off the play fake, Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yaya Diaby. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll go Madison up the middle. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Mayfield on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. White. is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And now out comes Minnesota. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Cousins now to throw on first down. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Cousins now on second down. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. They'll look to throw here. He gets it to Addison. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And quickly they get to the line. Cousins to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on fourth and long. From the red zone now, Cousins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Cousins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He'll get this underneath to Madison. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Mayfield. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's White. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Once again, it's White. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with White, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White taking it in from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return is Powell. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Cousins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, you...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got